Well, of course, it is international time for AFC Wimbledon as well. There's a lot of players out on international duty, and we've got with us now Captain Alex Woodyard, of course, as well. Robbo's been leading the calls of getting you a call up for Wales, Woody. How's your response to that?
One day we'll get there when we get promoted to the Championship. Hopefully that call up will come.
But the supporters would back it though with your performances recently.
Yeah, I think we've done alright lately. Performances have been been good. So yeah, just keep working hard and keep improving.
Well, we've seen your Scottish accent with Dapper and Aaron about. What's your Welsh like?
Well, I'm actually more Scottish than I'm Welsh, to be honest.
Okay.
Got a bit of everything in me.
Right.
But yeah, not great at both, to be honest.
But to be fair, I mean, it's your nan's side?
Yeah, nan's side's Welsh. Mum's side, my mum's Scottish. My mum's side are all Scottish, and yeah, I've actually, the English in me is probably the least.
But you consider some of the players that played for Ireland in the past that perhaps just got away with having a Guinness that qualified them to play for Ireland. So.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, sometimes you do. It does make you think they've got these call-ups because a couple of boys who probably got more London accent than me, and they're out there playing for Ireland. So yeah, it's good. But I'm sure they can find it somewhere in their family.
Well, the words have been said, of course, an international break. It's not really an international break for Wimbledon because you've been working as hard as ever out there on the training pitches, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been really tough. Actually, Robbo could give us time off, but then we probably wouldn't have achieved it. I think it's been we've used this time wisely. It's been really good. A lot of learning, a lot of good training sessions, and a lot of building of just. Robbo's just bringing his methods into the group.
So really beneficial overall for class.
Yeah, it's been enjoyable. It's been good. It's been good. We have had a couple of days rest. All in all, it's been a very good few weeks. Training's been really good, better than probably it's ever been. So no, it's a lot of positives to take from this time away from the season.
Could we see a few tweaks to the system perhaps once you return?
Possibly. Loads of different systems. Capable of loads of different systems really. So just have to see. Just come in Thursday and just start really nailing down the tactical side of it.
It's a chance to take stock, of course, as well. Where would you say this squad is still in its formative stages?
I think this squad's never ever going to stop learning. I think it's always going to be a gradual build. I think we're in a good place. Added a couple of points here and there. People will be saying it's a brilliant start, but I know it's been tough of late. But I still think there was positives in those performances, and that's for this group. I think that's the most important thing. Other than I'd say Rotherham was a bit of a down one because I don't think we got any sort of movement in the game. We didn't put any of our sort of our ethos on the match. So other than that, I think there's a lot of positives to take. These last 2 weeks have been really good. So hopefully we can show on Saturday the positive sides of the training.
When it gets going again, and it is going to get going again with playing Saturdays and Tuesdays, what do you want to see from this squad now when we restart, particularly the younger members of the squad?
Just no fear. I think we just speaking to Robbo this morning is about just trying to keeping the ball, which we have been. We've kept the ball good possession, but we haven't got that little bit of. We spoke about it last year. We called it the edge, and it's just finding that edge of keeping the ball and going bang, playing through teams, and I think we just need to get that real intensity that going when we're in games, knowing when to keep the ball and when to go forward and actually penetrate. So, but we're working on that, and so much faith in the squad with the quality of players we've got that it's all about just a couple of wins, and you'll just see it last year, didn't we? We just went bang on that great run.
And the support's been fantastic. You always said during the lockdown era as well that you were looking forward to getting out there and playing in front of a crowd. What's that been like now, being out there?
Been excellent. They've been so good with us, and it's always, you always get excited knowing that we're playing back at Plough Lane on Saturday. It's such a good place to play, and when the crowd do get behind us, and they do for really 90 minutes, really, it's electric, especially when we're going forward. We're making their keeper make saves and things like that. But it's our job to get them off their seats, and the more exciting, fast forward attacking plan we can do, the fans are just going to be right behind us, and they've been excellent. So thanks everyone so far for the support.
Absolutely. I mean, it's all about the fans of this club as well. But I mean, is there anything perhaps when you're out there on that pitch that little bit extra at times that they could offer as well, maybe?
Yeah, definitely. That, like, I've seen it when I've been on the bench in one of the cup games. Is when they do get up, you can really see it in the boys, in their tempo. They've been excellent, but we're nitpicking, and we can just ask them fully, always right behind us, and just always off their seats, because it does give you, as a player, it does give you that extra 10% to just, either to make that 5-yard run to keep the ball alive, or take shots, through balls, everything. But it's been excellent, and can't fault them so far.
What about yourself, though? I mean, because even though during this 2-week break you've still been out there at times. I remember last Friday everybody else had gone home, rightly so, but you stood out there doing that little bit extra. Do you have to sort of tell yourself to come off at times?
I spoke to Robbo and about we've been getting in good areas on the edge of the box, about having a shot. So these 2 weeks I've actually been working on my shooting, just so when I get in that position, I've got the confidence to back myself. I actually work with one of the new team coaches, Jack, and he's absolutely excellent. He broke down the technique for me, and now I feel like now I can always revert back to type, because he's given me the steps. He's broke the whole technique down of striking the ball. So just had a session with him, then I've just been working on it myself after training. So hopefully now getting in them positions, can hit back in that.
That's Jack Matthews, yeah, another good young coach we've got here, yeah?
Yeah, he's young Elliot Bolton. He's been working with him, and Els has been scoring some screamers from the edge of the box. So when I spoke to Els about him, he said he's brilliant. And you know what, I've worked with him once, and I was actually very surprised. He's really good. I've worked with him before in groups, but not as a one-to-one, and he's really helped me. And it just goes to show that I'm 28, I'm still learning. So, yeah, it's good. Brilliant.
What do you do in terms of relaxing, though? Because I know you like a bit of golf. You do a bit of fishing as well?
Yeah, do you know what? I haven't fished or played golf for ages. Just been really focusing on football, trying to make this a special season, do really well. So I've just been really concentrating on my football and then recovering, really, just so I'm fully focused on the job.
It's good to hear. One final word as well. We've just heard the news today that unfortunately Will Nightingale's going to be out for a while as well. What are your thoughts on that? It's a big loss, isn't it?
Such a shame, because he's been bloody excellent for us, hasn't he? And he's top player, and he's really been, him and Ben both at the back have been solid. They've been a great partnership now for a number of games, going back last year as well. So he is going to be a miss, but at the end of the day, it happens. It happens in football. Will's a great lad. When he come back from injury last year, sometimes an injury can take you to the next level. Same with Pico. I said to Pico the other day, come back into training and he looks sharp, really sharp, because he had loads of touches with the ball, more than he probably had in a normal training session. So I think Will just needs a little rest and recover, and I think he's happy that it wasn't as bad as he first thought, so he'll be fine.
There's a strong bond to this group as well. I mean, during the time that he'll be doing his recovery, you'll keep him around as much as possible, yeah? Yeah,
definitely. Before you know it, we'll be back on the grass running, and he'll be back around it. And he's just, the boys are backing him, the boys are behind him, but Will's a good character, so he'll get himself back in shape in no time. And with our medical staff as well, You can see it with PK, even young Huss, they get players back quick, so they're in good hands here.
For you as well, though, I mean, as captain, you'll be looking to others out there to step up their performances.
Yeah, definitely. As much as it's horrible for Will, he's a big character in the group, but it's just like you said, it's another time now for someone to step forward and carry the good form that Will was showing. So we're in it together. We're a team. It's going to happen in seasons. Boys are going to pick up suspensions, little injuries. So we just got to stay as one, and when your chance comes, just to step in and carry on. The good form of the player who's come out.
Don't give up on that Welsh call up.
Yeah.
Catching up with you.
Cheers.